going to tell you about my journey. It is a little bit different to other people's, because I can speak. I have a processing disorder, which means when I read myself I just read the text but I don't process what I am reading. That has always meant I can't be independent. At college I would have to have someone reading for me. School never actually picked up that I have this processing disorder. They just encouraged me to practice my reading. When I was in school I got nervous when I was doing a speech, because I struggled to read off a cue card. This meant that I would turn down a lot of opportunities, because I struggled with my reading so much and would get really stressed. School decided to give me a laptop to see if that would make a difference to my writing, because I was finding it difficult to hold a pen or pencil. A laptop still didn't help with my reading or writing, as it would still take me a while to type anything. And the laptop was supposed to be portable so I could use it anywhere, but I always had to have it on charge all the time. Although an iPad was better, it still caused me problems, as the iPad was in a locked cabinet when I was not using it. If I had not got it out of the morning and only needed it in an afternoon, it would mean I would have to go and search the school for someone who had a key to the cabinet. At the age of 19, whilst in my second year of college, it was discovered that I have a processing disorder. That explained why I struggled with my reading so much. Also in my second year of college, when I moved from school to college, a school bought the iPad. I was not allowed to take it to college with me. After asking for over a year, they provided me with an iPad. Once I got my iPad, I soon began to realize that the iPad would not work in college, because it would take me too long to type any of my work up, and I was not able to print as the college printer was not compatible with iPads. So in the end I just found it easier to just ask my support workers to write for me. I would have the iPad available to me. I would have the iPad available to me in my rucksack if I wanted it at any time though. Because I could talk so well, it never entered anyone's mind to look at a communication device. Speech and language didn't think I needed support from them, as they never looked past the fact I could talk. This meant I went through school and college struggling to independently read and write. My handwriting has always not been good and not very clear to understand. I have always used some sort of laptop or tablet to help with my writing, never anything that would help with both reading and writing. I used an iPad for everything at home because that is all I thought was available to me. When we realized I was struggling using it because I would use the inbuilt microphone to dictate anything written. But I would not stop for breath in between dictating, and then once I had finished I was not able to go back to it to see where the full stop went. When I had to write an email or text messages, I struggled and sometimes just sent it without getting it proofread. We got in touch with ACE. We had some telephone support from them. They told us about some maps I could use, but when we looked into them more, they unfortunately didn't work for me. I downloaded some, but they just was not right for me. It was suggested to me by my consultant to see a company called Assistive Technology. We told my consultant that we're already under them for environmental controls. So we made an appointment with a technician. He then came out to see me, then said he would ask the occupational therapist to come and see me. The occupational therapist came out to see me. We discussed what could help me. She then talked to me about a device she had won with her that we could look at and try. We were amazed at how it could work for me. So between us we decided to trial the program for a month on environmental controls. So we made an appointment with a technician. He then came out to see me, then said he would ask the occupational therapist to come and see me. The occupational therapist came out to see me. We discussed what could help me. She then talked to me about a device she had won with her that we could look at and try. We were amazed at how it could work for me. So between us, we decided to trial the program for a month on a touchscreen computer that we already had. So I trialed Grid 3 for a month at home to see if I could get used to using a device. It actually allowed me to be independent on social media for the very first time. So a Grid pad with Grid 3 was put on order for me. It took a few months for it to come. Then the technician came to set it all up for me.
In Liverpool.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know they supplied the Grid.
They did. We didn't know
Yeah.
until somebody said to us they supplied them.
Right.
And we turned around and said, why have you not told us about this before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What sort of assistive technology do you use?
We've used remote control for my TV
Yeah.
because I've always struggled to turn the TV over.
Yeah.
So I've always had them to turn the TV over, to turn my lamp on, because I struggle with actually turning on and off
Yeah.
little switches and managing not to pull them off the wall. Because
Save on electricians.
Yeah. Save on a lot of electricians. But I got this about a year ago now. And like I said, it was the first time I've actually been able to go on social media myself without having to have somebody sat at the side of me reading everything I put on.
Yeah.
Reading it back, yeah.
Reading it back, or reading it just to make sure I wasn't
Yeah.
sending something that I wasn't supposed to be sending. Because quite a few times I've sent messages to people that didn't make sense at all. Or that ended up, or in my iPad that ended up with swear words in it. When it didn't actually,
You didn't mean to.
didn't mean to.
If you mean to, that's fine. If you don't do it accidentally.
But I didn't actually mean to,
No.
so it was like, what?
So have you got
Do you
your
say
TV remote on there?
Yep. A TV remote on here.
Oh, well.
I'll get
around.
it sorted for Sam next.
So you can see these two. You know,
They're coming in.
around the car.
Go back and show us that.
These two are my TV remotes.
Yeah. Oh, you got Now TV.
I've got Now
separate.
TV. So all I do is go on the Now TV app and it
Yeah.
gives me options to turn the TV down or up.
Yeah.
Or if I wanted to actually turn my TV on as
Terrestrial telly, yeah.
my normal TV,
Yeah.
I would just go on that one.
Right. Did NW, did they install all
They installed this, but all
Right.
the other bits I've done myself.